7, 6, 5, 4,
another day.
3, 2, 1.
You'll never have these
Oh, we're
secrets.
talking about it all on this.
Crazy mother.
Like right now?
Yeah.
I feel like you have big news.
We always manage to wear perfect colors, like red and blue. Like we always manage to do that. Yeah. Hi everybody. It's episode 100.
Yeah. 100 episodes of It Is My Turn.
It is our turn. It is my turn. It is their turn. It is our turn.
It started in this room, and it's only fitting that it ends in this room.
It's not ending. There's nothing ending. What are you saying? So Paul and I thought it'd be a great time to, like our episode 50 check-in, to just get into it, man. To talk about like what we're doing, why we're doing it, what we're going for, what we've learned along the way, and what to expect next.
Yeah.
I'm behind on my videos right now, and we talked a little bit. So we're gonna have a little bit of a conversation in front of you. I guess this is will probably be highly edited, but all the goodness will be here. Will probably be highly edited, but all the goodness will be here. And just chat about what we want.
Yeah, that sounds good, man. Which is going to be awkward because, like, we don't know what each other has to say.
Yeah, we're literally having this conversation in front of you. So I'm behind on my videos, and I realized something I've learned about myself, and even as we're both ENFPs and Myers-Briggs, this doesn't mean we're not different. I mean, we have differences between us, and for me, it's very difficult to have a regularly occurring creative process that doesn't involve at least some creative togetherness. And so it's my turn I quickly learned that I get overwhelmed when it's just me making videos by myself for others, and I'm the one who makes it, I'm the one who records it, I'm the one who comes up with the content, and I'm the only person in the video.
Right.
And so I've learned that process actually becomes draining for me. Hey, kitty. The whole purpose is that we were together.
Yeah.
So I don't know, what are your thoughts, responses to that, or?
Well, my experience with it so far has been similar in some aspects because it's harder to stay motivated when it's just me.
Yeah.
And so, like, I missed a couple days too.
Yeah.
And then I had to apologize to you, the audience, for missing those days. But for the most part, I've really enjoyed doing it. And the experience and the routine that I set up for myself, because I've been training myself for the past year on how to, like, be comfortable within a routine. And this has been a really great way to, like, tip me over the edge to be comfortable in a routine.
Absolutely.
Because this is something that's fun and creative and mine, and so, like, being disciplined in this is a lot easier.
Yes.
But then that translates into my work and everything else. I'm more disciplined there because of it. So I've had so much positive experience doing a daily thing, even though it's by myself, which is, like, kind of annoying, but I find ways to, like, seek out other people or bug my wife with it or bug my children with it. To make it more of a group activity.
Yeah.
And kind of highlight a diary, highlight my life.
That's an interesting point that you brought up. You live with people. You live with a wife and a daughter, and your other daughter stays here in summers. So you actually have social interaction every day.
Right.
I live alone. So that's, as an extrovert, I already have a natural deficit of people. And so if I don't get enough people during my day, which right now in my job, it's a very non-others focused job. I sit in an office, has no windows, and has no interaction with others. So I have a dearth of human interaction, and so coming home into, hey, you need to record this, you need to star in it, create the content, and then be the only person in the video, is just another, like, oh, did you fart?
No, the cat pooped.
But that is sort of debilitating for me to have that be at the end of my day. You know what? Is there a little bit on there?
No,
Oh.
I was just kidding. No, I get you're making such a serious and, like, thoughtful
Oh, it's
point.
fine. This is the good part about life, though, is that a cat comes and messes with you.
Yeah, when she's happy, her tail's straight up in the air.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I get that. And also, dearth, is that what you said?
Yeah.
It's a really good word.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Thanks, man.
Good job.
So I think that's what I'm facing right now. Here was my brain solution before we talked about other types of things earlier. I want to start doing videos, but I'm going to start always doing them as interviews. Like, hey, 3-minute interview with Jordan,
Yeah.
boom, is kind of my vibe. Like, what would you think about doing that?
No, I think that'd be great. I think that as far as daily vlogs go, like, I don't think it's a smart idea, now that we've done it 100 times, to take turns doing a vlog, because the point of a vlog is to get to know a person or a set of people, and
Right.
like it's a consistent message.
That's true.
It's jarring to go from my life to your life, and it's so drastically different.
Right.
And so that people don't sit and watch our videos 6, 7 in a row. So more just moving the daily vlog thing as like, that's a separate thing now.
Yeah.
And then we get back to doing Over a Bottle, Movie Dudes, interview series. Well, how do we maintain that relationship once like there's distance between us, like physically?
That's a great question.
Like, how do we maintain a working relationship similar to what we're doing right now? You know?
Yeah, I mean, thankfully I won't be like, I'll be drivable distance. So
True.
If we start, you know, and I will be coming back because I'll have a house here that I've rented out, and I'll have various work things I might be still doing. So I'll be back in North Dakota at least once a month, if not more. And so with that, that's an option. But once a month.
Planning that time, yeah.
Yeah, and then, so that's an idea. Obviously, there's the option of, you know, us figuring out how to split ways if we need to do that. I don't want to do that. That sounds really sad to me, but I'm not like, obviously life happens. And want to do some interviewing of each other?
I would love to interview you. What's this segment called?
Paul and Jordan interview.
It's my turn to interview you.
It's my turn to be interviewed.
Cool. You want a Rochambeau for first question?
Sure.
I always do on 3.
Rochambizzle? What's Rochambeau?
Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay.
Rock always wins.
Oh, we're doing on 3?
Yep.
Rock always wins. So
Alright.
I ask you then, right?
No, I won, so I get to ask you.
Oh, okay.
Jordan,
Yes.
how difficult was it for you to make the decision to leave Fargo once again and move to Minneapolis?
I'm sorry. I'm going to say it like this. I really don't have that many close friends that I regularly see in Fargo. I'm not going to like try to like name names or not name names. Obviously Paul is like a main best friend, and that's what it is, but outside of Paul and outside of us working together on stuff, and Paul's got a family and Paul's got a job, like there's a lot of people that I maybe would like to see, but I don't see. People who have families, people who are having their second kids, just like Paul just did, and it's just it's kind of a weird place for a 30-year-old single dude.
I respect that.
Yeah.
As a fellow 30-year-old man,
Yeah,
I respect that.
yeah. All right, I'm gonna ask you a question, Paul. You just had your second kid. What's different now that you've had your second kid from having your first to having your second? What has changed, if anything?
Oh, wow. When I had my first child, I was young. I was 24, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still fairly young, because I'm 30. But at 24, I had the maturity level of maybe a 17-year-old. So now I know that it's important, because my first daughter is 5.5. Actually, next month she's going to be 6. I missed out on so many important moments because I either wasn't there or I wasn't paying attention to like the early development stuff, the first words, the first walk. There's just stuff that I wasn't present for. So what's different now is I try really hard to be as present as possible for every brand new moment. She changes week by week, and I'm here to see those.
That's awesome.
And it's really amazing. And I think I'm a lot more cognizant of like my actions towards this child and how they will come about later in her life. So yeah.
Yes.
Melanie, you're gonna like this one. Describe yourself with 3 words that start with the letter J.
Okay. 3 words that start with J.
I'm not peeing, I'm getting more wine.
It does sound like a potty. Okay, well, the first word's joyful. I think Brene Brown talks about happiness and joy. Happiness is sort of contextual and immediate. It's how I feel right now. And joy is sort of long-term.
I think it was actually Ren and Stimpy that talked about joy.
Happy, happy, joy, joy.
That's very funny. A fly marrying a bumblebee. I told you I'd shoot, but you didn't believe me. Why didn't you believe me? Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. Happy, happy, joy, joy.
Thank you.
But I am a joyful person, and what that means is that day in and day out, I'm very committed to the business of happiness, and I feel happy. I can make myself happy. I can make myself laugh. Gus makes me laugh when I'm alone with Gus. We laugh together and hang out. Well, I think he's laughing, but so joyful. Okay, jammed is another word. And what jammed means for me is that I realize now that I'm 29, almost 30, I'm not 30 yet, that I am pressed for time to do the things I want to do. I want to be a great Lindy Hopper. I want to be in an awesome band, of which I'm the guy that's writing most of the music and composing most of the stuff, and probably playing guitar. Or, I don't know if I'm singing, but just I want to do that. I want to continue doing media stuff with you and in Minneapolis with you and with others as well, I'm sure. And as well, I want to do improv, and I'm jammed for time. I want to do all of those things, and I want to do them at a very, very high level, and I'm not okay with doing it at a low level. Okay, jokey. I like to use humor in even the most intense situations. So when people come at me with like, hey, I really want to talk to you about, and they like trail off an ellipsis there, I'll always like try to throw a word to make them laugh. But I think life is worth laughing about. And I think that it's very beautiful to be able to laugh even when there's crying and even when there's pain. We gotta have that humor because that's what makes days worth living. So
Cool.
yeah, man. How about, can you describe yourself in 3 words that start with P?
With P.
It's your first letter, your first name.
That's fair. Persistent.
You are.
I think I set my mind on something and then I just go for it, and I keep at it until I've lost interest. And if I've lost interest, that means it wasn't something that was feeding me. So that's persistent. I'm gonna go with powerful.
Yeah.
But in this context, I demand attention. So I will come into a situation, if it's social, heavy, in a very powerful way, and I will push myself. Another P word, push. I will push myself into the situation or the group and demand attention.
Yeah.
And then third one for P. I mean, I hate to like drop a Myers-Briggs on you, but perceptive. Body language to me is a second language for me.
Yeah.
I can read people so very well.
Legs crossed, legs crossed.
Oh, yeah. It's mirroring each other because we care. Drink is in the mirror hand as well. You switched it to the thing. That's good. No, yeah, so perceptive, because like, I know what people need, and especially at work, I am used in that way to, I come in and I see if someone needs a joke to lift their spirits, if someone needs an ear because they're having a hard time, they just want a kiss. I tell you what, I have a coworker who was going through like some really hard stuff with her family, and every time someone would see her and like come into the office, they'd be like, "Oh, tell me what's going on. Like, what's the updates on it?" And like I could tell it was just draining on her.
Oh, sure.
And so when I saw her, I just walked up, I wrapped one arm around her, kissed her on the forehead, and I said, "I love you very much, and I hope everything is going okay." And I walked away because I could perceive that the last thing she wanted was one more person saying, "What's the update?
Yep.
How's the situation
relive what you're going through right now by speaking about
so
it.
that I can know."
All right, would you like to begin or me?
I will begin.
Okay.
On
The
first
day
of
Christmas,
I
went
to
the
store,
and
I
purchased
the
very
best
of
meat.
end story. I remember when I edited the first Over a Bottle video, and I was so nervous that Paul was going to be a horrible editor because I thought you were very ADD, and I thought you were just like, blah.
Yeah.
Like when we played Risk in South Dakota,
Yeah.
and you're just like, whatever, fuck everything,
Yeah.
being.
Flip the board.
And I was like, oh, cool. Paul's gonna spend about as much time and effort on this as he does, on shitting in the bathtub. Like just zero, just
0 amount of time.
And then it's funny when you did your first over a bottle edit where it was like mainly you or just you. I was like, that was way better than my edits, and I was like, I really didn't expect it.
I didn't either.
I've watched you grow up from a young non-editor to a really good Final Cut Pro using.
Oh, thank you.
All right, seriously, you're really good.
I found a skill I didn't know I had.
Yeah. Well, you worked at it.
Yeah, definitely. I have put hours in, bro.
Yeah.
Hannah can tell you about that. So here it is, you idiots. We're going to sum it up for you real quick. 100 episodes. We were taking turns. From here on out, I'm taking the vlog. Jordan is going to be working on long-form stuff and pulling me in when necessary.
Which is most of the time.
Which is okay. That sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm willing to totally do that.
Yeah, I'll schedule around you. We're
So it's probably for the foreseeable future going to stay at every other day for uploads from my side of it, but now it's just going to be coming from me for the daily vlog stuff. But look forward to more interview stuff. We got to come up with a name for what the show's going to be for you. I guess for us, but mostly for you. Like you're gonna be the spearhead. You're the executive
I'm with
director,
you. Yeah,
showrunner of yours.
Yep.
I am now showrunner of It's My Turn. The name's not going to change. It's still called It's My Turn.
Perfect.
But it's just like now the my is like exclusively Paul, and that's okay. Don't know if the channel is going to stay here or if it's going to move to another one. We're going to hash that out off camera. It's none of your business. That's fine.
End it there. Wow.
And also, we're very excited. Over a Bottle Season 2. We're in.
First
we're in it
episode's
now.
out.
We're here. Over a Bottle, it's happening again. I did a bit of Over a Bottle tonight, so
Alrighty.
a bit under the bottle actually.
We love you guys very much. Thank you for watching our videos. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for checking things out. And as always,
Stay classy. My name's Paul Erdman and I'm friends with this guy.
hey, I'm Jordan, friends with him. You're welcome.
See you later.